This is Watty J, and you tuned into the industryblogger.com right now. And if you ain't reading this blog, then you reading the wrong thing. Period. Blank. Gone. That's it. I'm out. What makes me extremely unique from other DJs? Because personally, there's a difference between being unique and different. What I bring to the table is more of the artistic in music, because when I listen to music, I have an emotional attachment to music. So it's kind of something different I'm bringing to the table, so I can relate to artists instead of just playing an artist's record. I can relate to it as well as put my own touch onto it. So when I create my own music, it's like I'm bringing something that everybody can relate to, whether you're a doctor, a DJ, an artist, anything like that. I'm bringing it all to the table as one.
Tell me how this emotional attachment to music came about.
Well, I'm the only boy in my household, so two sisters, a niece now, a nephew, my mom and dad. So being the only boy, I was really attached to my family. And I always would take my anger and everything to my music. Instead of it being just, go in the house, punch a hole in the wall, get a beating, and then get back up after the beating. I was more of like, let me listen to some music, because it's always a relationship that you can have when it comes to music. Artists are talking about things that they dealt with. So it's kind of like, that's just how I vent it, instead of really just being like, I'm mad.
So what's it like having a father that shares the same passion as you?
It's a blessing, because you have somebody that's been through a lot already, and of course he's looking forward to me doing good, but he's also giving me a chance to say, make sure you watch out for this, be cautious of this. When it comes to your circle, my dad taught me, keep your circle extremely tight. So I kind of learned from his mistakes and his history on how I should deal with a lot of things, because he's the one that inspired me to do music. If my father wasn't into music, I wouldn't have had that chance to create the first Baltimore club track that I created with Rod Lee. It would have never happened, because he wouldn't have introduced me to Rod. He wouldn't even mention, my son does this, my son's into this. So I think he really helped me out and really inspired me to be where I'm at now and to do better than what I was doing yesterday in my days prior. So it kind of was like he handed the torch down to me, and now I'm just trying to keep it lit. Memorable. I think I can't really say there's my most memorable, because every moment is memorable in its own way. I think when it comes to which was my most attached, would definitely be my first Easter party that I had when I was like 13. It was at the Steelworkers Union Hall, and just packed. I mean, I was never the type to feel like I want to be on this celebrity level, but I mean, I had a bunch of friends there, local friends, everybody that I associated with, and it was just sold out, and they had like security for me and everything. Went on the stage, did my thing and whatnot, but I think that's because it was my first big event, and it showed me that anything is possible. If you take the time out and take the energy and really work on your craft to progress, anything can happen. So that is memorable. Woo. Let's see. Got Too Short, Master P, Symphonique, which is Master P's daughter. I've worked with Mary J. Friend of mine named Debris, very good friend. Rebecca, James, the guy that wrote No Air. Wow, this could go on for days.
Name a time when you almost gave up, and why did you choose not to?
The time I almost gave up was when I relocated to LA, and it was tough, because I was out on my own. Of course, I had family and friends there as well. We're just that close where I suggested being family. And I pretty much was out of everything. I had nothing. And I have this pride issue. I wouldn't call my mom and tell her, I needed help. I was always like, let me figure it out myself. And I was in school at the same time, so it was pretty much a struggle, and it made me feel like I failed everybody. I was too embarrassed to really tell anybody. I was too embarrassed to want to move back home. I was too embarrassed to ask anybody for help. But I was still in school, and I was actually getting ready to drop out. And the thing that really changed me was I was on the phone with my niece and nephew, and it kind of made me say, I can't. Not only can I not let my family down and my friends down, I cannot let these two down because they look up to me. So that made me really just say, it's ride or die at this point. Do whatever it is you have to do. From that point on, I went and I was booked for like 3-4 different events. I went and did Coachella, and from that point on, I just told myself it's up. It's the only way you can go.
If it wasn't for DJing, what else do you think you'll be doing right now?
I have this thing for drawing. Like I like to sketch a lot, and I only do it when I'm upset. Why, I don't know. I've been told to do comedy for some reason. Don't know. Nothing's funny. That'll probably be it. Sketching or computers. I'm into like taking things apart and putting them back together. Projections is to be able to show not only my young family members, my young friends, my young fans, to show everybody that anything is possible. And it has nothing really even to do with me. It's more of making a dream come true, making it reality. Instead of thinking, I want to do this, being able to say I did this. That's my main thing. It has nothing to do with fame. It just has something to do with saying I want to be able to do this and really going through thick and thin to make that possible and showing everyone that you can do it as long as you believe in yourself.